these. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Story Box. I know I said I was gonna do a sci-fi one, but I kind of realized sci-fi is not my specialty. So I'm still going to make a sci-fi one, but I'm going to just make some more preparations. I'm just going to need more time to actually prepare for it. It's why I'm now making this different one. It's this is what if well, I can't speak like usual. This is what if the My Hero Academia universe was a fantasy world. So there won't be quirks, but there will be magic and things like that. Uh, I don't know quite yet what exactly Izuku is going to be capable of, or what's going to make him be better than others here, but because this time I don't have a script, which is why you're just seeing an image of, well, yeah, the fantasy world idea. I don't know who created this image, but I just found it on Google, so uh, so yeah, credit to whoever created this image. I mean, anyways, continuing on. So where to since so it starts out when Izuku is, well, born. His mother's very happy to have a beautiful son, and his father is happy. His father here is a adventurer, but also a relic hunter. So his main hobby is is finding relics and other rare items, but his main job is adventure because it pays more. Relic hunting does pay well, but that's only if, and that's really only if you find some kind of relic or ancient artifact or something like that. It's only then that you actually get paid well. Otherwise, it's just like, yeah, you're not getting paid. So yeah, Izuku's very happy and is a very happy boy. He has a pretty happy childhood until when he's about 3 years old. Oh yeah, by the way, not everyone in this world, but about 50% in this world has magic, so there is that, which is why most of my academia characters are going to have magics instead of quirks. Anyways, when Izuku's about, let's say, 3, his that's when his father goes off on another one of his adventuring things to go to try and find something, and he never sees his father again after that. What happened to him, he doesn't know. But yeah. I'm not doing this script. I really don't know where I'm going to go with this. It's awkward. So, let me think. Where should we go next? Well, how about we just go that Izuku, when he's about 16, he gets a sword from his mother, and he decides to also become an adventurer like his father. And he thinks that maybe along one of these adventures, he might just happen to run into his father. He hopes. Um, Izuku and Bakugo don't really know each other yet because they live in very different parts of the world. Izuku lives in a small town on the outs a little in a small in a well it lives in a town uh close, well, but also not close, but not too close to the capital city. So yeah, while Bakugo lives somewhere all the way out in the middle of nowhere. So that's why they don't know each other. Mm, so yeah, Izuku heads out to the local adventurers guild, and registers himself as an adventurer. And he then he gets his first job as an adventurer, which is to go hunt down some. Well, just he needs to go kill just some slimes in the area. It's really the only thing that adventurers can really do here. I mean, low-ranking adventurers can really do. Whether they're not, they may practically be ready to do bigger jobs, but theoretically speaking, they can only do certain jobs due to their rank in the Adventurers Guild. And he's currently the lowest rank. Let's say I'll figure out the Adventurers ranking later. Uh, but for now, so yeah, he's the lowest rank. He has to go and just kill some slimes. He performs that relatively easily because, well, he has been training with the sword for years. Actually, no. I'll scratch something I said earlier. He has been training with the sword, but his father, when he was 3, was a when he came back from an adventure, he was heavily in. He was permanently injured, so he could never go on adventures again. He wouldn't die, but he would never be able to go on adventures again. So yeah, but he has been training Izuku to, well, be able to fight with the sword. And Izuku's very smart in this. He's a lot smarter than average. Like, a lot smarter. He can figure out very complex things, and although he technically does not have any affinity for magic, which 50% of the population here has, it's those with affinity who can use magic just like that. However, theoretically speaking, it should, for someone who knows enough about magic, someone theoretically speaking, someone knows enough about magic, theoretically would be able to use magic because magic is everywhere, so everything is a part of magic. So theoretically speaking, he should be capable of accessing it. So, but that'll come later. That'll come later on in the story. Yeah, that's how he'll beat others because he will be able to create magic. Yeah, but that'll come later in the story. So back to present. He has been, well. No, actually, let's say that Hisashi was also friends with a noble, one of the few nobles who was not, well, you know, most typical fantasy stories, most nobles are kind of full of themselves, and yeah, he also was friends with a noble who wasn't full of themselves, and so that noble is able to help them not get into trouble because Hisashi is injured and can't make money anymore. And Izuku also refers to that noble as uncle. I don't know who it's going to be yet, but we'll figure that out later. Actually, mm, let's say that noble was Nezu. Yeah, Nezu. Because why the heck not? I mean, remember, this is a fantasy world. It's not going to be exactly the same as the normal world. And Nezu wants to make a highly advanced wants to make a school where everyone, no matter what class they come from, can go. What, what I mean with class is like if they're nobility, royalty, or poor. The status does not matter. Everyone can go to that school if they, well, show that they're or should be allowed in there. but he so far has not been capable of doing something like that. However, he is hopes to one day be able to found a school like that. Anyways, back to present. Uh, Izuku completed his first job of killing slimes because, well, he's been trained by his dad to use a sword, so he's pretty good at it. As, mm, let's see what to do next. As, the people at the Avengers go, we're a bit surprised because, yes, slimes are weak, but still, most starting adventurers don't complete a mission that quickly, even against slimes. So, uh, though Izuku asks if there's another job, and they say that there are currently no other jobs for his rank. But, um, but there are exceptions made, and that is if you go with a adventuring party. But then at least the majority of the party then needs to be the right rank for the job. As a uh, a purple-haired kid comes up to Izuku, who Izuku can tell that they're a rank higher than him. That what was I gonna say? If ask he came over to ask Izuku if he perhaps wanted to join them on a escorting mission that he needed to do. Izuku said, "Okay, sure." As he then goes with him to his the rest of his party, and there's only one other person there. Uh, no, two others. The two other people there are, well, actually, they come in there. One of the people looks relatively normal, except he has very spiky red hair, and a girl who isn't human, but you can't exactly tell what race she comes, but he can tell that she's not human, and she has her pink skin and pink hair, and some small horns growing out of her forehead or out of her hair somewhere. As the purple-haired kid says, "Okay, how about we all introduce ourselves? I am Shinso," he says. As Izuku's, okay, I am Izuku Midoriya.